Hey everyone, Towelliee here. We're going to be looking at the talent calculator for Mr. Pandaria for the Prot Paladin. I have not looked at this talent calculator since we saw like the first version of it during BlizzCon or right after BlizzCon. So a lot of this stuff may be just like new to me altogether. Haven't looked at the talents or anything. So let's look at the abilities first, or the spells for that matter. We still have our Crusader Strike giving us 100% weapon damage. I'm not sure, like I really can't even compare it to what we have now. I can't really definitively tell you if it's, different or not. But I'll see if I can notice the differences. I'm doing this like raw diggy right now, like raw diggy style. Yeah, okay, stop that. And I'm going to see if I can find the differences here. Seal of Command fills the Paladin with Holy Light, causing melee attacks to deal an additional 9 holy damage. Let's see, Judgment, a ranged attack that unleashes the energy of a seal to cause 85 holy damage. Okay, Judgment's fine. Hammer of Justice, stun 6 seconds. Okay, Word of Glory. Okay, we heal ourselves. It's all good. Like it. Wish we had the original version of it, which is pretty awesome. It's actually an instant cast with a 1.5 second cooldown. Interesting. Instant cast, 1.5 second cooldown. Instant cast, you instant cast it, 1.5 second, generate. This might go back to the original issues that we had, right? Where it was like 2 OP. I don't know. We'll get back to that some other time. Avenger Shield, same thing. You hurl your shield, dealing damage, affecting 3 targets, spellcasters, silences, awesome. Guarded by the Light, increases your total stamina by 15%, reduces the chance you will be critically hit by melee by 6%. That's like, the whole crush thing. Now increases your spell power by an amount equal to 100% of your strength. This is interesting. Because right now, I think it's like 60%. So maybe spell power might be a little bit more useful for us in Mr. Pandaria, which means that things like Consecration may come back to being a useful AoE damage tool. Maybe. Who knows? Don't know. Grants 5% of maximum mana every 2 seconds. Nice. I like that. Is that new too? I think that might be new. Not sure. Tally, don't you look at your talents now? Nah, man, I just tank. Word of Glory is no longer on the global cooldown. Oh my god, I love you. Vengeance. Each time you take damage, you gain 5% of the damage taken as attack power up to a maximum of 10% of your health. Righteous Fury. Threat generation. I love how they word this. Increases your threat generation while active, making you a more effective tank. Redemption. Res people. Flash of light, stuff like that. Reckoning. Taunts the target, stuff like that. Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands is Lay on Hands for Barons. Maximum health. OP. Divine Shield. 8 seconds. I still can't do a Bubble Hearth. Fuck you, Mr. Pandaria. Now this is interesting here. Hammer of the Righteous, which is our main AoE ability, correct? Hammers the current target for 20% weapon damage, causing a wave of light that hits all targets within 8 yards for 991 holy damage. And it says and typo. Can you imagine the typing? They're like, and applying the weakened blow effect grants a charge of holy power. Now, here's weakened blow. Demoralizes the target, reducing their physical damage dealt by 10% for 30 seconds. Finally, we get a fucking Demo Roar in the form of our Hammer of the Righteous. Now, in our rotation, is this going to matter? It might. We might just have to, like, instead of using 3 Crusader Strikes to get our third Shield of the Righteous bash, we might have to do like 2 Crusader Strikes, and the third one might have to be a Hammer of the Righteous just to keep Demo Roar up. Unless there's other abilities that other classes have that keep it up 100% of the time. Not sure. We'll see. Seal of Truth fills the Paladin with Holy Light, causing more attacks to deal 10% holy weapon damage and applies Sentry to the target. Replaces Seal of Command. Awesome. Divine Protection is now magical damage reduced by 40% for 10 seconds. So we don't really have to glyph for this anymore. This is just it. 40% damage reduction for 10 seconds, 1 minute cooldown. So it's like we have our little mini AMS permanently now for Paladin tanks. Judgment of the Wise. Your judgment hits grant 1 charge of holy power. So not only do we have Crusader Strike, Avenger Shield, oh, wait, do we have... We'll see if we get Sacred Duty in this mix here. I'm not sure if we have Sacred Duty, so this might be what replaces Avenger Shield and what's the other thing? From giving us a charge of Holy Power whenever we have, what the fuck is it called? Grand Crusader up. So maybe they're just giving us another form of Holy Power generation with Judgment of the Wise. This is nice. Blessing of Kings, increasing strength, agility, stamina, and intellect by 5%. Levit. Seal of Insight, blah, blah, blah. Judge, you can heal yourself. Consecration is on a 9-second cooldown. Yes. Consecrate. It's almost like we're going back to 6'9", 6'9", almost, but not quite. 900 holy damage over 9 seconds to enemies who are enter the area. So now that we have a 9-second cooldown and we have 40% more spell power from strength, this could be interesting. Cleanse the target. Rebuke, still in the interrupt. Shield of the Righteous, interesting. Here we go. This is where we get a little more, entertained. Instantly slams the target with your shield, causing 3,817 holy damage and blocking the next melee attack against you. So basically, it's an automatic damage dealer, and you block after on the next melee hit against you, which could make Shield of the Righteous more like a timed cooldown in certain situations. Like you want to conserve 3 holy power for a specific big melee swing that's about to come, and then bam, hit Holy Shield of the Righteous, you automatically block the next attack. We'll have to see. In addition, increases the amount your shield blocks by an additional 25% for 6 seconds. So I don't know if we still have the 30% passive shield block after we block the attack, but it'll be 55% after this, so that's not bad. Maybe did they take out Holy Shield altogether? Oh, do I see it? Oh my god, I think they took out Holy Shield. No. Okay, let's keep going down. Seal of the Righteous hits all targets. Heart of the Crusader, mount speed. Hand of Protection is Hand of Protection. Grand Crusader, your Crusader Strike and Hammer of the Righteous hits have a 40% chance to refresh the cooldown on your next Avenger Shield and causing to generate a charge of Holy Power. So it still has that. Plate Specialization, 5%. Awesome. Hand of Freedom places a hand on the friendly target, blah, blah, blah. That's the same. Sanctuary decreases damage taken by 10% and increases armor value from items by 10%. Nice. Hand of Salvation, okay. Total threat down. Avenging Wrath is the same. Hand of Sacrifice looks the same. Let's see. Last 12 seconds, 100% of the maximum health. Divine Bulwark increases your chance to block melee attacks by 18%. Each point of mastery increases block chance by additional 2.25%. Blessing of Might. Boundless Conviction. This seems new. You may store an additional 2 holy power beyond the maximum of 3. No ability ever consumes more than 3 holy power. Wait a second. So, what? You may store an additional 2 holy power beyond the maximum of 3. So basically, does that mean that we've been raised to 5 holy power, and then we could use 3 and keep building? Like we could do like a Shield of the Righteous quick word of glory? That's what it sounds like. I haven't played Mr. Pandaria, so I don't know. Guardian of the Ancient Kings. The Guardian of the Ancient Kings reduces damage taken by 50%. Blinding Light. I can't wait to use this in PvP. Emits a dazzling light, in all directions, blinding enemies within 10 yards, causing them to wander disoriented for 6 seconds. Eat it, rogues. Eat it. All right, now we have our talent. So the biggest changes are this Boundless Conviction, definitely Judgment of the Wise, and Shield of the Righteous, and Hammer of the Righteous with the Demo Roar up. Now, the talents themselves, let's look at the level 90 talents. I think ours is, which is ours? It might be Holy Prism. Sends a beam of light toward a, no, that's not it. Where's is it this one? Execution Sentence? One of these, just goes nuts. Is it Holy Avenger? Summoning your Guardian of the Ancient Kings also imbues you with the power of Holy Avenger. Your next 5 abilities that consume holy power will not consume holy power and cast as if 3 holy power were consumed. Last for the duration of Guardian of the Ancient Kings. So that basically means I can spam Word of Glory, or I can spam Shield of the Righteous on somebody for how many fucking seconds is does Guardian last? Last for 12 seconds. For 12 seconds I could bash the shit out of my goddamn Shield of the Righteous button and annihilate people. That's what it sounds like. You have Sanctified Wrath. You gain more frequent access to one of your abilities during Avenging Wrath. So Judgment has no cooldown during Avenging Wrath, which is pretty awesome, which means you can constantly just generate holy power. It's like Judgment, 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 and then Shield of the Righteous, Judgment, 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 Shield of the Righteous. And you'll be doing a shit ton of damage because of Seal of Truth and because of the Shield of the Righteous. Which means you'll be also blocking a lot of attacks quicker because you'll have access to your Shield of the Righteous quicker. No cooldown. Divine Purpose. Your next holy power will consume no holy power, and cast as if 3 holy power were consumed. Execution Sentence. A hammer slowly falls from the sky. I'd like to see the animation for this. Causing increasing holy damage to the designated target for the next 10 seconds, and culminating in the final burst of damage. Wow. If used on friendly targets, the hammer fall heals the target for the next 10 seconds. Light's Hammer hurls a light-infused hammer into the ground, where it will blast a 10-yard area with holy magic for 15 seconds. Allies within the area are healed over 6 healed for 6 every 2 seconds, while enemies take 6 holy damage every 2 seconds. That sounds pretty fucking awesome. Holy Prism. So this looks like it's all healing. If an enemy is the Prism, they take 1581 holy damage and radiate 1170 healing to 5 nearby. And I mean, I don't even know which one of these I'd use. I mean, obviously, Light's Hammer sounds like a fucking super uber consecration. So I mean, it looks like I'm going here. I know we're like working our way backwards. These look like all. Let's see, Clemency. When activated, immediately finishes the cooldown on your Hand of Freedom, Hand of Protection, or Hand of Sacrifice, or Hand of Salvation. So that's on a 5-minute cooldown. So you could do like Bop Bop, Freedom Freedom. I don't know. Useless to me. When your Divine Shield, Divine Protection, or Lay on Hands are on cooldown, spending Holy Power will reduce the remaining cooldown by 1% per Holy Power spent, up to amount of 50% reduction. 50% reduction. That sounds pretty fucking cool. So it's like as I'm fighting, my Lay on Hands could come up quicker. That might take away. Does that mean I still have the glyph to make it shorter? We'll have to see. Places a hand of the friendly target, reducing the damage of harmful periodic effects by 70% for 6 seconds. I'm gonna go with Unbreakable Spirit. Obviously, Sacred Shield is what we're gonna go with for tanking. Protects the target with a shield of the light, a holy light, for 30 seconds, which increases the critical chance of your Word of Glory on the target by 30%. The shield also absorbs 5,500 damage when the target can only be active on one target. So can you do this to yourself? I hope so. Selfless Healer. Your successful judgments reduce the cast time of your next flash of light. Don't care. Consumes all holy power to place a protective holy flame on a friendly target, which heals them for 2,400 per charge of holy power every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. Sacred Shield. Repentance, Fist of Justice, or Burden of Guilt. Your judgment hits fills your target with doubt. I'm confused. And Remorse, reducing movement speed by 50% for 12 seconds. PvE, don't care about that. And Sun's over 6 seconds, replaces Hammer of Justice. Instant cast, 30-second cooldown. This could be awesome for bosses, for interrupts, if it does interrupt, or if it does stun ads that we may need stunning for. Speed of Light, increases your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds on a 1-minute cooldown. Your Successful Judgment increases your movement speed by 45% for 3 seconds. Or Pursuit of Justice. You gain 10% movement speed at all times, plus an additional 10% movement speed for each current charge of Holy Power. I kind of like Long Arm of the Law, because during boss fights, I'm always going to be judging. Now, do I need to move this fast? I don't know. When I'm in PvP, I'm always going to want to use this. So I'll go with Long Arm of the Law. But there you have it, folks. That's just a quick look. I mean, like I said, I really just like completely raw diggy this entire thing. I have like no idea what it was before. But looking at it now, this is what I'm probably going to go with. In terms of like my spells, I'm really happy about a lot of the changes, especially Consecration going back to 9 seconds. And this Boundless Conviction, which makes it seem like we have 5 holy power now instead of 3, which means we can kind of like do 2 abilities one after the other, which would be awesome. But this has been Towelliee. Let me know what you guys think. Put in the comments. Are you excited about anything? And no, I'm not going to be covering Holy Retribution because I don't do any of those. Peace out.